Following on from my last video about Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian, it's raised a lot of questions. People in the comment section have been absolutely mental. Some of you have been bang on with me over the past couple of weeks, and some of you have been like, you know what, mind your own business. But the point I've wanted to make out all this time was, is Lewis Hamilton serious? Is his head in the game? Is he ready to go for 2026? Because the truth of the matter is, if he's not ready to go, then guess what, guys? We have to call it as it is. He is finished. And I kid you not, people don't want to hear this, but I have to ask this serious question, right? Because Lewis Hamilton himself has said, you know what, I'm going nowhere. This man has vowed to say that I'm still here in Formula One, still here ready to fight for championships and win titles. Well, if that's the case, Lewis Hamilton needs to buckle up in 2026. I mean, seriously, get his head in the game, okay? He looks happy again, which is a good start. But let me tell you something. I know what Ferrari are like. They are the team that will always lift you up and then drop you just when you think they are going to be close to prosperity. Every new regulation change, when you really think about it, in the beginning, they are absolutely phenomenal. It wasn't that long ago when Charles Leclerc was absolutely stunning in 2022, 2023. But look what happened. They absolutely fell off a cliff, and it feels like forever since the last time Charles Leclerc won a Grand Prix. We can even go to the time before that. Fernando Alonso, right? At the beginning of 2010, Ferrari again looked solid. But guess what? We end up feeling sorry for Fernando Alonso because of the garbage that it was. Even when I look back at like 2007, 2008 kind of era, Ferrari, again, very, very good. At least they got a championship in Kimi Raikkonen, but a championship that you just felt like, really, McLaren, you're going to flop this? I say all of this to say, like, look, Ferrari looked good after testing. Lewis Hamilton looks happy, but I am holding my horse with this one. People are saying Hamilton is back. People are saying Ferrari's back. And listen, I can understand the excitement. I can see where people are coming from, but I can't trust Ferrari as far as I can throw him. And based on what Hamilton's been doing lately, I don't know if I can trust him either. I want him to get his head in the game. I believe if his mind's to it, if his head is in the game, this guy is going to be absolutely phenomenal. There's no questions asked. But with all these other distractions that are going on, the glitz and glamour that is Ferrari already, the last thing he needs is such a high-profile relationship like Kim Kardashian. But you know what? Maybe this is another distraction. Maybe this is something else that we haven't paid a close attention to. What if Lewis Hamilton is absolutely finished? A lot of time during his Formula One career now, we've been seeing him reach out to different campaigns, doing the good things for good people. Diversity, inclusion, I'm loving all of that. But I do wonder, is this a distraction to take away from his performances on track? Because let's have it right, guys. Since 2021, his performances on track have been horrendous. And this is the reason why I question whether or not he's finished. Not because I don't believe he's got the talent. Of course he's got the talent. He's a 7-time world champion. He should be an 8-time world champion. But I would have thought since that debacle that took place in Abu Dhabi in 2021 that he would be solid, up for it, ready to go again and claim what's rightfully his, that 8th world championship. And I believe that these regulations is his last chance, especially with the mood with Ferrari right now. Okay, the guy's even changed race engineer, but the mood at Ferrari is that it's one of positivity. And if Lewis Hamilton cannot capitalize on this positivity right now, cannot capitalize on what this car has to offer, then boy, I don't know. I think it's over and I think it's finished. And because I have my reservations about Ferrari, I don't have the biggest hope for Lewis Hamilton in 2026. And to be fair, in testing, you have to admit, guys, Ferrari showed their hand a lot, whereas the likes of Mercedes, McLaren, Red Bull, I didn't really see much from them. And this is the thing with Ferrari. They are very much a show and tell. They love to expose. They love to talk about everything. They love to show their hand. And then more time, it amounts to nothing. One of the reasons why I think Lewis Hamilton might be finished is the simple fact that this ground effect era has really, really traumatized me. He just didn't get it together. The race win he got in Silverstone was very, very fortunate because of a McLaren cock-up. Let's have it right. And his only Ferrari win since he's been there was this Chinese Sprint Grand Prix. Now, whilst I'm impressed with the sprint pole position because qualifying is still qualifying, the race itself, it didn't seem like anybody could overtake once the race had started. And then after that, we didn't see that Hamilton again for the rest of the season. And the Chinese Grand Prix is what, round 3, round 4, something like that? So it was quite shocking to see how bad and how much of a cliff he fell off. But we did see the signs from him. We did see how he felt about the car. We did see that he was very frustrated. He was very upset. He didn't even have words to speak. And Hamilton, of course, has been going through a lot in the last couple of years, especially with what happened post-2021, right? He's been dealing with a lot of things and he's had to deal with a lot of stuff mentally. So I get why he's not in the right headspace. That makes perfect sense. But now he's happy. Now he looks refreshed. Now he looks like somebody who's recharged the batteries. He looks somebody who's optimistic, ready to go. And if I'm to believe that he's not finished, we have to see product this season. We have to see results on the table. Lewis Hamilton needs to be on the podium regularly for Ferrari this year. Because let's have it right, he was not on the podium at all in 2025, besides the Chinese sprint, but no proper podium and no proper race win. Not even a pole position. There is a small inkling though. If the Ferrari car is legit, And if it is the typical Lewis Hamilton, where we enter new regulations, right? Look what he did in 2014 when he jumped into that Mercedes who hadn't really done anything in the sport for a long period of time, came to that Mercedes and made it his own, okay? And he won the world championship in 2014. There could be a place where Lewis Hamilton actually does the exact same thing in Ferrari. When I think of that Sebastian Vettel era, as I was talking earlier about Ferrari and new regulations, I forgot to mention Sebastian Vettel, 2017-18. The Ferrari was lightning quick. It was brilliant. And yet Vettel himself kind of flopped it, and then Ferrari fell off a cliff afterwards. But if Hamilton can hone in maybe the one good year Ferrari's going to give us in these regulations, then the man can finish on a high. He can be 8-time world champion, and he can actually retire if he wants to, or collect the money at Ferrari for the rest of that contract. I do believe in Lewis Hamilton. Please understand, I do believe in him, and I want him to do well, even though he's at Ferrari. But I have to call serious question. I'm getting concerned about one of my favorite drivers of all time. And sure, he's the GOAT. Let's have it right. He's one of the best Formula One drivers to ever exist. But I do not want to see him going out sad. I don't want to see him going out beaten up, depressed, no emotion left, nothing to say. This happy Lewis Hamilton, I hope it's legit. I hope it lasts a long time, because we need to see that man back on the podium. We need to see that man winning races. And my goodness, we need to see him win that 8th world championship that he was so robbed. So the question I have for you guys, is Lewis Hamilton finished? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like Formula One content like this, make sure to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, there was a big palaver about the whole Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton of it all. If you want to see what the heck I was talking about, click on this video over here.